Hey crafty people, it's Tasha back with another video for Wow Embossing Powder. Today we're celebrating the release of a brand new quad with Seth Apter. Inspired by aged surfaces, natural elements and his latest PaperArtsy paint palette, each powder in our new heritage quad is designed to build depth, contrast and mystery on any project. We're hopping today to share inspiration, so stick around to find out how you can win a goodie bag of Seth's mixed media embossing line, including this new quad. I've already got large swatches of each colour and you can see me make those over in our intro video that I'll link above. I've also got some sparkles and earth sparkles, a sentiment strip from our Fab Foilers, some double-sided adhesive, 2 leaf die sets and a stamp set. So by the magic of YouTube, I've already done all of the die cutting, but you can actually see how I did that over on my own channel. I've cut several of the leaves from my heritage swatches, then I've also cut from some cardstock with that double-sided adhesive on. Once cut, I covered them in the 2 sparkles and earth sparkles that I've got. One of them is a sparkles, one of them is an earth sparkles, plus some vellum as well for some extra contrast. Okay, now's the fun part. So I'm layering different elements together, just trial and error to see what I like. I do try and get a mix of different elements and different textures in each little bundle. And once I'm happy with all of them, I can just add liquid glue to the bottom part of each layer, press them together for a few seconds just to allow that glue to dry. So out of all that die cutting that I did, I managed to get 6 layered leaves and I've separated them into 2 sets of 3. So I put aside one of the sets for another card, which again you can see me create on my own personal channel for this hop. A bit of shameless plugging there. But now let's create the background for the card we're making here. Oh, I'm going to use some of these abstract swipe images from this large Ultra stamp set that I've got. I've got an A2 panel of Nina £80 in my Misty, and I'm placing a couple of those swipe images down onto the panel before picking them up with my Misty door. I want something really subtle and neutral for the background, just a little bit of interest that's not going to pull away from those gorgeous layered leaves. So I've grabbed my Hero Arts contour ink. This is actually intended for stamping an image that you want to colour in, so that it doesn't leave any noticeable stamp lines, what we call no line colouring. But I think that it makes the perfect neutral. I do want to intensify it a smidge though, so I'm stamping it 3 times for each one. Once I've done that, I'm swapping out the 2 stamps that I had for a third one, and I'm just going to ink and stamp that in exactly the same way. Ignore that inked coloured paper to my left. That's actually for the other card that I have on my own channel for this hop. So, which is a great way to segue into the exciting giveaway details. We're giving away not 1 but 3 prize packages of a selection of Seth Apter's mixed media embossing powders. So that's older ones from his line, and then including the new heritage quad. To enter, tell me in the comments below which is your favourite, and be sure to drop the emoji that you see on screen into your comments. You'll find all of the details, everything that you need in the description box below, including links to the other videos in the hop. So back to my project. To get all of my stamp sentiments in the right place, I positioned the 3 leaves where I want them first, and then I can just leave those in place while I stamp the sentiments in black. Now, I do usually prefer adding some dimension behind any of my die cut elements, but with everything else that's already going on here, I decided just to adhere the layered leaves directly to my panel this time. And that's my project for today. So you can see more images, read my instructions and shop the products from today's video over on the blog, where you'll also find another opportunity to win. Then you'll find the 3rd chance to win over on Instagram. So be sure to check out all 3 for the most chances. Here is a quick snippet of the card that I'll be making on my own channel, and the video for that is linked below, so be sure to check it out. Don't forget to leave the emoji that was on screen earlier in the video in your comments to be entered into the giveaway. Then like, comment, subscribe, share, just all of the things. And we hope that you will love this new quad as much as we do. You can follow along on our socials for more inspiration. Thank you so much for watching. Happy embossing!